Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to the Self-Care Club's Room to Breathe. For those of you who are new here, I'm Shantae, better known as Life Coach 614 here on social media, and I am a Master Certified Self-Care and Boundaries Life Coach. Our mission at the Self-Care Club is to provide a safe space for individuals to embrace their healing journeys. We aim to empower our members to turn their struggles into strengths through motivational content, community support, and personalized coaching. Our goal is to inspire a culture of self-care and well-being, guiding our community towards a healthier, more balanced life. So, whether you are tuning in on the radio or joining us via the live stream, I am delighted to have you here. And if you happen to catch this on the replay, be sure to drop a comment telling us where you're from. Now, before we dive in, let's go over some basics and set some boundaries for our space. With the support of our admins and moderators, we are maintaining a peaceful and safe space for sharing, caring, and embracing our individual paths to self-care. Your engagement in the conversation, including tapping the screen and sharing the live, helps us immensely. And remember that every gift and membership contribution during the live stream directly supports the Self-Care Club LLC, creating a wave of positive change in the community. Your generosity truly fuels our mission and drives things forward. So, if anyone is seeking any additional information about the Self-Care Club, or you want more details on how to book a personalized coaching session, I encourage you to visit selfcareclub.org for more details. Now, let's commit to making this community a beacon of positivity and support for everyone. If you are ready to embark on a new self-care adventure with me today, let me see some green hearts in the chat. Welcome in, Papa Smurf. I see you. Thank you, thank you. Also throw some green hearts up if I have not greeted you yet this morning. I know there have been a few new people who have popped in since we started. Thank you, BK. I see you. Kale, I see you. Welcome in. All right, you guys. So let's get into this today. Our quote of the day, and I want you guys to add this to the chat. The quote for today is, "What got you here won't get you there." What got you here won't get you there. So let's get real about things, guys. You have crushed it to get to where you are right now. Seriously, I want you guys to all give yourselves a round of applause, right? Pat yourself on the back. Big ups to you. You've worked hard. You've put in the hours. And you've made it this far in life, right? So, round of applause to you. We did it. We made it this far, right? But guess what? Life keeps lifing, which means that the game is changing, right? And so, what got us here will not get us there. Unfortunately, I said it, y'all. What we've done to get to this point is not enough to take us to the next level, right? Because we've got places to go. We've got goals, right, Lita? And so we know that we have to do something different in order to get something different, right? We can't remain comfortable and, complacent in what we're doing right now. Because what got us here is not going to get us to the next level. So it's time for us to shake things up and do things to get to that next level. And, most people are like, well, how do I do it, right? I've made it this far. I've survived this much. I've accomplished this much. But it just seems like I'm stuck. I'm at a standstill. I can't seem to get past this level, right? It's like when we play a video game. And you've been killing it in the video game, and then all of a sudden you hit a certain level and you can't get past it. So you keep trying all those old tricks. You keep trying all those old moves. We over here in life like A, A, B, B, C, C, right? Up, down, right, left, right, left. Like, it's just not working. You know what I'm saying? And so now, all of a sudden, we have to understand that we've got to begin to evolve, right? Because times are changing. If we think about, just the evolution of technology within our lifetime, I can remember when we didn't even have cell phones, let alone FaceTime, right? I can remember when cell phones first came out, they were huge, ginormous. These antennas you had to pull up, like it was crazy, but it was really amazing then. Computers. Gosh, I can remember when we first got computers, how big they were. Come on with the 8 tracks. Honey, I remember them 8-track tapes. We still got some at my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about just how much technology itself has evolved, that proves to me that I, as a human being, also needs to evolve, right? I also have to roll with things and shift things and improve things in order to keep going and to maintain relevance. Otherwise, I'm just going to get lost in the past, right? And so the first step that I recommend that people take in order to continue to evolve is continuous learning. Right? We should always be learning. Just like there's always, every year there's a new phone that comes out. Every year there's some new technological advance, right? That's because people keep trying. They keep learning new things. They keep, shifting things and trying to improve things to make them better, right? And so, with continuous learning, it gives us that opportunity to keep coming up with something better, something new, learning something more to take us a little bit further. And so, can y'all remember a time when you thought you knew everything? Remember our teenage years where we thought we just knew everything, that we were smarter than everybody? Come on now, Cam said I'm working on a master's degree at 54 years old. That's what I'm talking about, right? And so, when we think back to being like teenagers or early 20s, we thought we knew everything. Ray says sometimes I still do, right? I think I know everything, right? Only to find out, life has a way of showing us you don't know as much as you think you do, right? You don't know quite as much as you think you do. Let me show you, let me humble you, let me take things down a notch for you to let you know you still got some learning to do, right? And so the world evolves at lightning speed. And in order for us to keep up, we have to be a sponge of knowledge, right? Yeah, Ray, constantly being reminded. And so, we need to be a sponge of knowledge. We need to be able to absorb all of the knowledge and all of the information. And so, we can all remember a time when we've learned like a new software, a new program, a new app, a new device, right? And then when you are that person who knows how to do that, think about when Fire Sticks came out and everybody got a Fire Stick and you learned how to connect it and you knew how to do that, right? Then people upped it and learned how to jailbreak them, right? So you learned a little cheat code to get you a little bit more on what you wanted. So all of a sudden now you the hero. Everybody was like, oh, go ask so-and-so because she know how to do this. Go ask so-and-so because he know how to do that, right? So it's like that feeling that you get when people come to you as being the source of information, right? You are the keeper of the knowledge. Welcome in, Shan, Slim, I see you. Thought I missed somebody else. Ruffman, welcome in. Right? And so we have to remember that feeling when we were the keeper of the knowledge. We were the person who everyone came to, right? And so we've got to remember that feeling, that high, that wave, right? And hold on to that. Knowing that we can have that feeling again by simply signing up for some online courses, reading a book, right? Listening to a podcast, a TED Talk, right? Going to YouTube University and learning some new things. Keep your brain in beast mode. Don't settle for what you already know. You already know it. Let's not get comfortable there, right? Push yourself to explore new ideas and expand your horizons. So again, keep your brain in beast mode, right? Be mindful of where you are spending your time. As far as, don't allow yourself to sit in toxic environments and waste your time. Instead, utilize that time for furthering your education. And that could be going back to school. It might be just taking an online course. There are so many ways that you can pursue these goals and learn this knowledge that doesn't cost you much, right? Some people think, I can't further my education. It's going to cost a lot of money. Listen, there are courses that are available that are free, right? There's a wealth of knowledge out there that people give away for free, right? Beast mode, yes. The library, honey, is free. Free knowledge. The World Wide Web is free knowledge. Okay? We get online. If y'all can hear me and see me now, right now, y'all getting free knowledge. I go live every single day giving away free knowledge. Right? Courses that I have paid to take. I come in sharing knowledge from the books that I have bought. Right? Giving it away to everyone for free. So again, we have to keep our brain on beast mode. We have to be willing to learn something new. And you know what? Some of the things that I've learned, I've learned that I have a difference of opinion. Right? I've learned that my opinion differs than some other people. It doesn't mean that I'm now subscribing to what they serving. Right? But sometimes it is good for me to hear the opposing view. So then I can learn why I'm not over here, why I'm not doing this, why I don't believe in this. Welcome back, Wanda Girl. Right? So again, there's a lesson in everything. We know that there is a message hidden in the mess, which means there's a lesson from everything. And so it doesn't mean that I'm going to subscribe to what they're serving. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden I listen to something and now I identify as this. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. So I'm still going to use some discernment. But I'm not going to waste my time sitting in spaces that offer me nothing. Right? I know what toxic energy is. I know what misery looks like. I know what sadness is, right? So I'm not going to identify with that. I'm not going to associate with that. Exactly. We learn to understand, not necessarily agree. And I am very good at agreeing to disagree, right? Like, you could be right. I could be right. We could both be wrong. Doesn't matter to me. The views and opinions expressed here do not necessarily express the views and opinions of me, but I'm continuously learning. So again, I encourage you, keep your brain in beast mode, continuously learning. So our next step is adaptability. Adaptability. Life is like a never-ending dance-off, right? And in a dance competition, you can't keep coming in serving them with the same moves, right? You got to keep switching up your moves. So we have to think about life and understand that what is working right now could be obsolete tomorrow. Camp talked about 8 tracks. No, most people don't have 8 tracks. Cassette tapes, CDs, right? MP3 players. We're not walking around with those things anymore. Yeah, sure, some of us have them for nostalgia purposes, right? I got an 8-track player. I got a record player. I got a cassette player. I got a CD player, right? I have these things for nostalgia. But realistically, as long as I got my cell phone and a signal, I got every song I ever wanted. So again, we have to continuously adapt Understanding that the things that are working right now may be obsolete tomorrow. Think about how quickly trends change on social media, right? Thank you guys for the loyalty tickets. One day you're doing the latest dance challenge, the next day that's old news. So we have to remember to stay flexible. We've got to remember to be willing to embrace change. Welcome in, T. Chauncey. BK, welcome back. We have to be willing to embrace change. Right? So we know that we want to keep our mind on beast mode. So when we think about adaptability, that means we have to pivot like a pro. Right? We got to keep our head on the swivel. So that way when a curveball comes our way, we don't freak out. Right? When life, throws a little roadblock in our way, we don't freak out. We don't end the mission. The trip ain't over. We just reroute. We make a U-turn. We turn left. Then we turn right to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? So instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as an opportunity to grow. See it as an opportunity to evolve. We've got to be ready to adapt and adjust your strategies in order to stay ahead of the game. So again, it's not the end of the world. We know that setbacks are setups for our comebacks. Right? So when life gets a life in, don't throw in the towel. Don't give up because your story ain't over. And because you're the narrator of your own story, you just got to rewrite that thing. Sometimes we just got to draw a little line. Let me go around this, right? Let me navigate around this. There's a little rough waters up here. Let's go around it. I can see there's a traffic jam ahead. Let me go around it. Let me take the back route. Come on, camp. Life hurts. Love helps. Right? So again, we've got to continuously learn. We've got to be adaptable, guys. Now, let's talk about having a growth mindset. Sisla, welcome in. Keep it trill. Easy dog. What's your story? Welcome in. Let's talk about having a growth mindset. A growth mindset. As human beings, we are not just a fixed set of skills and talents. Right? Each and every one of us are a freaking powerhouse of potential. Countess, welcome in. Right? Each and every one of us are a powerhouse of potential. Endless potential. Limitless potential. And so, think about a time where maybe you've tried to cook a new recipe, you messed it up, and then you realize, oh, I forgot to add this. Silly mistake. Although definitely important because this tastes like crap. Next time I'm going to add this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it in this order. Right? I'm going to pay closer attention. Thank you, Wanda. I'm going to pay, closer attention. Make sure I read each step because skipping step 3 was a problem. So now the second time that I do it, I nailed it. In fact, I perfected it. Right? And so that's a growth mindset in action. So we've got to push past our boundaries. That means we got to start setting these outrageous goals, right? We've got to have these goals that have no limit, no ceiling. They say sky's the limit. There is no limit. To infinity and beyond with my goals, right? And so I'm going to set outrageous goals. And you know what? I'm going to fail gloriously. I'm going to fail with grace. Why? Because mistakes are a part of the human experience. And in case you don't know, I'm human. So I'm going to fail and it's going to be okay because I'm going to fail gracefully. And I'm going to get back up. And I'm going to get back up stronger than I was before. And I'm going to get back up and I'm going to learn from the mistake that I just made. I'm not going to get back up and quit. Because for all that, I could have stayed down. And it's no fun being down there. Right? So I'm going to get back up, stronger than ever. I'm going to dust myself off, and I'm going to try again. right? I'm gonna pivot because I'm constantly learning, so I'm learning what I did wrong. I'm adapting, so I'm recognizing that, ooh, I need to make a change. Because that's a growth mindset in action, right? I'm not focused on the problem. The problem is what landed me on my butt. So I'm not focused on the problem. I know what the problem is. I didn't get it right. We could talk about it all day, but I didn't get it right. I'm more focused on the solution because my mind is forever growing. My mind is forever evolving. And I got to keep up. So I can't let a setback define me. Right? That little setback, that little misstep, that little mishap, right? That happened, that is just now my stepping stone to my next breakthrough. Right? To the next good thing, to the next best thing that I'm doing. And it's important for each and every one of us to believe in our ability to learn. Believe in our ability to improve. So what that you've made the same mistake 9 times? And you thought you were doing something different, but you've made a mistake 9 times. Guess what? Do it again. And if what you're attempting to do has value to you, if what you are trying to achieve is something that you are passionate about, then you will achieve it. I cannot tell you when. I cannot tell you how many times it is going to take for you to misstep. But see, even missteps are steps in the right direction. Right? Yeah, Kel, the setbacks are a setup for your comeback. Yes, Wanda, focus on the solution, not the problem. Right? So you have to believe in your ability to learn and improve continuously. As my sister Michaela was talking about earlier today, consistency, right? We've got to keep being consistent. Welcome in, Mr. C. We've got to keep coming back. We've got to keep showing up. We've got to keep trying. Ever evolving. Growth mindset. Right? So now that we're willing to grow, now that we're understanding that we're going to fall, but we're going to get back up, right? So we know now that we're going to make mistakes because we're human and it's part of the human experience, right? Now that we're willing to grow and that we're going to keep going and we're going to keep fighting, we've got to start tapping into feedback, right? We've got to be open to feedback. Thank you, Mr. T. We've got to be open to feedback. And yeah, I know that the feedback from others can sting sometimes, right? Like when your friend tells you that your outfit doesn't really quite work, or your boss points out an error on a project that you've made. You studied and studied for a test and you didn't quite get the grade that you were hoping for. You thought you nailed it, but you really didn't, right? We've got to be willing to listen to feedback. We've got to be willing to listen to the criticism. Now, I'm not saying that we need to internalize it because, not all of it is going to come from a good place. And even when it does come from a good place, it still hurts us sometimes because we thought we had it together. We thought we had it going on, right? But we have to make sure that, listening to this criticism and then processing it for what it is. Taking the pieces that we need, right? Not beating ourselves up. Welcome in, Danny. Not beating ourselves up about it. But listening. Understanding that this information is pure gold. In fact, we need to ask for it. We need to really hear it. We don't want to allow it to fall on deaf ears. Because even when people offer criticism and their intentions are not pure, there is still something in that for you. Even if it's to reveal to you who that person is and why that person does not deserve to be in your space. So there is still a message in the mess that they try to serve you. Cam says Carol Dweck's book Mindset explains it. I have not read that one, but I will definitely add that to my list of things. Like I said, I am ever evolving. I am forever learning. So I will definitely look that up. Hello, Gold. Welcome in. So again, make sure that you are asking for feedback. And really hear it when you do. There's Tasha. Welcome in. And then you take that feedback and you use that to level up, right? I am amazing. Thank you so much for asking. I hope that you are amazing as well. Welcome in. We embrace you being in our space. This is our self-care club or our room to breathe. And today we are talking about our quote for today. Nurse Tasha, is what got you here won't get you there. Thank you so much, Mr. T. DJ Fitz, I appreciate you. Good, good. That's what I like to hear, and I'm loving the green in your name. So again, we need to ask for feedback, right? And use that feedback to level up. Thank you, Mr. T. Use that feedback to level up. Don't just take it to the chin, right? Don't just take it to the heart. Allow the feedback to fuel your fire. Okay? Constructive criticism is your best friend. And sometimes truth hurts, you guys. But I still need for you to understand that that constructive criticism is like a mirror showing you where you can improve. Right? So again, I encourage you to seek it out. Seek it out, embrace it, and, let it guide you on your journey to greatness. Because again, we're all headed there. We've all got goals, right? Hashtag goal getter. So again, you guys, we've talked about the need for continuous learning, the need to be adaptable, the need to have a growth mindset, the need to seek out feedback. So lastly, I want to talk about innovation. Innovation. Thank you, Michaela. Don't get stuck in a rut. Thank you, Nurse Tasha. I appreciate you, love. Don't get stuck in a rut. All right? We cannot grow unless we go through these things. So innovation is key. That means we have to be willing to experiment. We have to be willing to experiment. We've got to be willing to break things. We've got to be willing to make a mess. Y'all, one of the things that I say all the time, you got to be willing to shit it up. Why? Because everybody poops. So I need you to be willing to make a mess, to get it wrong, to miss the mark. Try it, right? Experiment with it. Remember that when you decided, I can remember a time when I tried to change the feng shui of my living room, right? And I rearranged my living room furniture to create a new vibe, right? That's innovation. I can remember when, y'all, listen, I can remember when I first started going live. And I can remember how my setup was, and, I had this vision in mind. But like every time I would go live, it really wasn't giving. Like it really wasn't serving what I wanted, what I needed. And I was just like, I'm not happy. And so then my content made me unhappy. Girl, don't worry about it. We all get there sometimes, sis. Don't even worry. I got you. So I can remember just sitting and trying new things with my live stream, right? But I had a vision of what I wanted. I had a vision of how I wanted things to look. And for those of you who have been with me for a while now, some of my more seasoned Self-Care Club members, y'all know how this live stream itself has simply evolved. And we're not done yet, y'all, because I'm ever learning. I'm ever evolving, right? But I can tell you that every single time that I stepped out and I tried something different, it improved. It got better. I got better, right? All of a sudden now, with the way things are, how I deliver my content, it feels good, right? So I've always had this desire to spread positivity with a purpose. However, I didn't feel it coming in, right? I've always had these messages, but I didn't feel it because I wasn't comfortable where I was seated. I wasn't comfortable with what I was seeing. Yet today is different from yesterday, right? So I'm constantly changing the music for you guys. I change the background for you guys. You know what I mean? I do different things to stay innovative, to keep it interesting, right? And so I want to make sure that I'm keeping true to what is important to me, right? So yeah, Kel, so I can pop off, right? But in order for me to pop off, things have to pop. Like, it has to make sense for me. So if I'm doing something and I come back and I try to do the same thing I did yesterday, well, that's old news. Let me switch it up a little bit. Let me change the vibe up a little bit. If I push this button and have the same thing every single day for y'all, that's not enough. Welcome in, Lolo. Exactly, Michaela. Michaela said, just like your glasses, a new one each day. Absolutely. And it doesn't matter if I have the same color on. Listen, I still got to wear a different pair. And it doesn't matter how much I love a pair. Listen, they got to pop if I'm going to pop off. Right? So again, that's innovation. And see, learning is key to innovation, because in order for us to keep evolving and keep growing, we've got to learn some new things. We've got to be willing to experiment with some things. I got to be willing to break a couple things, right? How long did we move Groot around, y'all, until we realized this is where he needs to be? How long did I adjust these screens to realize that I don't like you guys side by side? I like the screen stacked, right? So again, the road to success is paved with crazy ideas, right? And bold moves. You have to dare to be different. Me and these glasses, this is different as it gets, right? Doesn't matter, I can wear a red t-shirt, but honey, when I put them glasses on, everything changes. And people are drawn to my glasses. It's a talking point, right? And so, yeah, you remember them OG lives. The content was still there, but aesthetically, or you know, the audio might not have been right, or the visual might have been off, right? Y'all know I used to go live and I would sit on my couch and I would have just got out the bed with the frog in my throat, honey, and a wrinkled t-shirt on. I used to hide. Listen, now I'm like, here I am. It's me. Pick me, right? Cam said you used to hide. Yeah. But that's because there was a lack of confidence. It's like I knew who I was, but I didn't recognize whose I was. Like, it hit different now. And that's another one of the things where I tell y'all that self-care helps y'all. It was me focusing inward, me asking myself, what don't I like about this? Me watching these replays. You know, we talked about the mirror, the criticism being your mirror. Me putting the replays out there means I have to go back and I have to edit my videos. And I wanted to edit the whole video, y'all. And listen, if y'all are new to the Self-Care Club and y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go to my YouTube. Search for some of them older videos from like a year or so ago. You'll see the difference in me. Y'all see the difference in the space. All of a sudden now things hit different. And so again, you know, that was a matter of me experimenting, me making a mess, me breaking things. I had to break things to fix some things, right? And that even means I had to break some relationships. I had to cut some ties in order to thrive, right? That's innovation. So again, I encourage you all to dare to be different. Don't be afraid to change the status quo. And People always say think outside the box. I say get the hell out the box. That box is not yours. It doesn't even have your name on it. You were not built to live in a box, right? So I'm not only thinking outside the box, I'm getting the hell out the box because I'm bigger than the box. The box is not comfortable. It confines me, right? It stunts my growth. So I want you to do more than think outside the box. I want you to get up out the box, right? We talked about being in a rut. Well, part of us are in a rut because we've laid roots in places that we've outgrown. Faith, welcome in. Chrissy, welcome in. Big Glock, welcome in. What a coincidence. I'm a regular motherfucker too. Welcome in. Right? So again, don't just think outside the box. Get up out the box. Right, blow that box up. Because I said make a mess. I told y'all to break some things. The first thing y'all can break is the box. Break the box. Tear it up. Throw it in the recycling. I don't need it no more. Because the box was never what was popping. It was me. So if we're going to pop off, we might as well pop on out that box, right? So again, don't be afraid to change the status quo. Don't only think outside the box, get up out the box. What box? What you talk about? I don't see no box. Right? Innovation is about taking risks and trying new things, even if they seem unconventional. Right? Because that's where the magic happens. That's where the motivation lies. That's where the inspiration lies. Right? That's where your achievements, your next great thing lies. And so I've got a few affirmations today, just 10 affirmations today to help you stay motivated, right? Yeah, try everything. Just try it. So I've got 10 affirmations to keep you motivated. I am a lifelong learner, always expanding my knowledge and skills. I am a lifelong learner, always expanding my knowledge and skills. I embrace change and adapt easily to new situations. I embrace change and adapt easily to new situations. I believe in my ability to grow and improve every day. I believe in my ability to grow and improve every day. I welcome feedback as a tool for my personal and professional growth. I welcome feedback as a tool for my personal and professional growth. I am innovative and open to trying new ideas and approaches. I am innovative and open to trying new ideas and approaches. I have the power to overcome obstacles in my path. I have the power to overcome obstacles in my path. I am not afraid to fail because I learn and grow from every experience. I am not afraid to fail because I learn and grow from every experience. I am confident in my ability to achieve my goals and dreams. I am resilient and bounce back stronger from setbacks. I am resilient and I bounce back stronger from setbacks. I am creative and resourceful, finding unique solutions to challenges. I am creative and resourceful, finding solutions to unique challenges. I'm going to say that one more time. I am creative and resourceful, finding unique solutions to challenges. So there it is, y'all. What got you here won't get you there. So keep learning, stay adaptable, embrace a growth mindset, seek feedback, and innovate like your future depends on it, because it does. Now go out there and smash it, because the future is yours for the taking, right? The future is yours for the taking. Camp Crazy says you're your only competition, and you just golly, let me start over. You're your only competition, and you just got to be better than you were yesterday. Papa Smurf says, and my grandson would say, I'll try anything once. And Angie says, this session was self-healing personified. Come on down. Yes, Camp, don't forget to be awesome today, you guys. So as we wrap up today's session, I would love to hear what stood out for you. This is the opportunity for you to share your thoughts, because again, your thoughts really matter to us. By sharing your insights, you help make these sessions better for everyone. Your feedback shapes our future sessions to be even more helpful and supportive. So again, I invite you guys to just take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts. We're here to listen and grow together. We are all here growing through the things that we are going through. And again, this is a judgment-free zone. And says setbacks mean an opportunity to grow. Absolutely. Absolutely. No problem. No problem. Welcome in, Darlene. Innovation is. That's a good one. Ann says perfection means next time. Right? Innovation is everything. Absolutely. Michaela says that it's okay to fail, but don't stay down. Exactly. Fail gracefully, Michaela. Ann says be a sponge of knowledge. Yes. Yes. I think the part for me, excuse me, I think the part for me that really stood out, I think between keeping my mind on beast mode and being a powerhouse of potential, right? And I think it's because I always say POP, right? Positivity on purpose. And so when I started thinking, and I was like, oh my God, powerhouse of potential. That's another pop, right? I'm gonna keep popping off, y'all. So anytime I get the POP, it's kind of like a light bulb goes off in my head, right? Because it aligns with my purpose and what I'm doing here. And so when I was writing this, and I was like, you know, we're full of potential. And then when you think of a powerhouse, you know, that's a big deal. So I was like, we're powerhouses of potential. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, when I was writing this, y'all, I was over here like, shh, let me pop off. Like, you know, that I told y'all that song pop in my head every time now, right? Ann says, get developed, keep learning. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just one of those things. Yeah, powerhouse of potential. You know, it's just kind of one of those things where, like I said, anytime I see like the POP, something, you know, sets up as a POP, it ignites something inside of me, just like with me spreading positivity on purpose, right? And so even when I just kind of pull up on people really quick, you know, it's just because I choose to pop off real fast. Let me show up and spread a little positivity. Let me show up and spread a little joy or energy. You know what I mean? So that's why I'd be like, you know, it's like that little meme where it'd be like, hold my beer. Let me do this. Hold my beer, y'all, right? I don't drink beer, y'all, but hold my water. Because that's about all I got over here is some water. But yeah, so I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here and being an active participant, right? So some people just come and stare, and that's cool, right? I believe that everybody needs to operate in a space and a level where they feel comfortable. Yeah, hold my protein drink. I got this, right? So I do believe and encourage everyone to operate in a space where they're comfortable. So for those of you who are just here, you know, watching the screen or listening to the sound of my voice, there is still space for you here and room for you here. Maybe next time you could tap the screen while doing so, you know, just a few little taps. Northside, we almost at 10K. Can I stall it a little and get another like 3K? If all of y'all just tap the screen, can we run it up another, you know, 2.4K to hit that 10K up there? Southside, y'all doing good. Keep it up. Right? So, again, I do absolutely thank each and every one of you for being here. And like I said, being an active participant. Whether you are actively listening, tapping the screen, engaging in the chat, thank you for all the gifts, for the membership contributions today. Again, I appreciate it all. And, you know, kudos to you, you know, for your commitment to personal growth, right? Remember that you are worthy of greatness and that you are a powerhouse of potential, right? And that you have the power to create the life that you envision. So I want each and every one of you to leave here feeling more positive, feeling stronger, right? And having more of a desire to go out there and do something great, do something positive, right? I want to be that beacon of positivity that encourages each and every one of you to spend a little more time connecting with your true self, loving on yourself, right? So you can continue to get up and grow through all these things that you're going through in life. For you to remember that you're not by yourself, that you have a whole community of people who are here for you. So again, if we're not friends already, and if you haven't made friends in the chat already, I'm encouraging you to take this opportunity to follow some people. The people who are engaging in the chat are the first people that I would always go to. Because that means we got something in common. We are like-minded individuals, right? So I'm going to go follow them. Because maybe they got some positivity to spread too. Maybe they know where some other positive people at. What up, Coach? Welcome in. Miss EV, I see you. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, Queen. I hope you're having an amazing day on purpose. So, okay, again, I thank each and every one of you for being active participants and for your commitment to your personal growth. Remember that you are worthy of greatness and that you are, I'm going to say it again, you are a powerhouse of potential, which means you have the power to create the life that you envision. Each and every one of your presence here, as well as the contributions that you have shared during the live stream, are greatly appreciated. Your support directly benefits the Self-Care Club, LLC, fostering positive change. Your generosity fuels our mission and is why I'm able to show up every day doing what I do. If anyone is seeking any additional information about the Self-Care Club, if you want to tap into our free resources or join our Self-Care Club community, I encourage you to head over to selfcareclub.org for more details. That is where the homework lies. That is also how, like I said, you can join our support community. For those of you who came in late and you're like, damn, I missed it. Don't worry. Head over to YouTube, search the @ Life Coach 614, press the subscribe button, press the bell so you get your notifications, and our replays are uploaded daily. Times vary, because life be lifing for your girl. However, if you press the bell after you press subscribe, YouTube will tell you when I upload the video. So then you guys are able to watch the replay. That's how you have an amazing day. On purpose, filled with joy. Go be great. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Northside.